one of the most infamous animes, in history. With Dragon Ball Z, uh, probably Cowboy Bebop would be the Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, I don't know much about Yu Yu Hakusho. I remember watching it as a kid when it was in Toonami, when Naruto and Dragon Ball Z used to come out in Toonami. It would be the Yu Yu Hakusho. And the funny thing is, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of the first animes I watched. I recognize Yu Yu, with his iconic green suit, always talking shit to everybody. Uh, yeah, he was just a trash talker. You know how you had one of them trash talkers that talk back to they talk back to you and then they come up with something worse. That's you. Talk trash to anybody, men, women, children, everything. And so I didn't know how to feel about this Netflix adaptation because, as I said in the past, Netflix has some of the worst anime adaptations ever. Well, I'm lying because Fox has Dragon Ball Z Evolution, but we don't talk about that here. So they had Death Note, which was very terrible. They had Cowboy Bebop, and that was so disappointing that it just made me so pessimistic on what they're gonna have with these anime adaptations. Now, so far I've been proven wrong because I watched the One Piece season one series and it was great. I love everything about it. They have some few tweaks that they can do in the second season, but overall they did an adaptation well. They did Luffy, Zoro, Nami. They did all the characters in that show to a T. Now with this show, I will say that I don't know much about Yu Yu, but what I do know is that people love this series and they want it to succeed. And some of the images and posters I've seen, I'm just like, I don't know, this look kind of iffy. This could be one of them ones where I'm like, see, told you, Netflix doesn't do it right. But they could prove me wrong here, just like they did with One Piece. And I'm very excited and happy that they did that. So we're gonna check out this adaptation of Yu Yu that Netflix is making. So before we do that, make sure to like, comment down below your thoughts on the trailer, and subscribe to the channel. Alright, that outfit look fire. Dang. Oh, they not even doing the ink. Okay, that's an improvement.
浦飯祐介お前を生き返らせてやるその代わり霊界探偵をやってもらいたい
He was a little smaller though. Oh, hold up, this look kind of good.
生き返れるんだから断る理由はないだろう
Okay, that's the boy with the flower. That's the three-eyed dude.
こんな俺を信じてくれる奴らがいるってなしがみついてでも守る
Yeah, the dude with the rose. There we go. Yo, the body look fire here though.
ドグロ新しい仕事の依頼だ面白い案件だと
Yeah, I remember that dude's a problem. He like 6'6" though. Oh, they even got the shot. 14. I will say this though, what I've seen so far looks very impressive. You know what I mean? We see Yu Yu. I mean, I see the beginning part. Yu Yu is trying to save somebody from a car accident. Then we act like we be like, I ain't trying to spoil it like that, but Yu knowing that he's dead and then having to go to the other world and be the dead boy detective, they look like they done that well, especially with the graphic look in his face, bloodied up and all that, and the shock in Yu Yu's face. Also, I didn't know if this was like English dub or a sub. This is like it's gonna be like all Japanese from the language, all that. So that's really good. They didn't do that with One Piece, of course, because One Piece is a worldwide phenomenon. While they go on the full Japanese route. Now I will say that the thing about Yu Yu that's very popular with it's one of the few animes where the English dub is just really great. And also the theme song, if you heard the theme song for Yu Yu, it's possibly like top 5 theme songs of all time, from not just anime but like everywhere. If you listen to it, it's very going. You know what I mean? So you hear it, you gonna know. But anyways, this looks great. I like the fighting style here. I like I said before, it's the Japanese language that they keep on going. Of course, you're gonna have some English dub because people do not like reading stuff for some reason. But here they going full Japanese, which I really like. It looks like they got the effects. Well, when Yu Yu uses his iconic shot power, that's cool. But with other effects, it looks like it needs some rendering and all that. But it's Netflix, so they don't really need to do that as long as the story is great. Also, the main villain, they look like they did them well, especially when you see him up close and the way he's fighting all 3 of our protagonists, and that looks cool. I really like that. And the guy with the BB, he's mostly on the small side, so I wish they had a smaller person playing that role, but I don't mind it anyway. Or I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or anything like that. But overall, this looks like Netflix are continuing, bringing good adaptations for anime. Now, this looks like it might be in the full metal out. I'm not saying it's gonna be like that, but going full Japanese and all that, they are going to the full Alchemist, Attack on Titan route. Probably way better in terms of the way they portray the story and all that, and not like some weak, like poo-poo stuff. But here it looks like they're doing it well. So I'm kind of glad that for what we've seen so far, that they're committed to being faithful to the adaptation. And of course, there's going to be some changes because every adaptation is not a full adaptation. There's going to be some changes because they might not translate on screen like that. But it looks like they're going as full as they can, and I'm really happy about that. And I'm definitely going to check it out, especially with the fighting sequences, the violence, and also the story, because I didn't get a chance to see Yu Yu, only like bits and pieces. Like, you know how as a kid you just watch stuff that Toonami just puts out, like they just put out random videos, like they're not in order. That's basically how I watched it. So I might have to watch the anime to know like how the story goes. But from what I've seen so far as a casual, looks like they're doing a pretty good job. So that's it for my reaction to the Yu Yu Hakusho trailer reaction from Netflix. Also, like I said before, subscribe to the channel, comment down below your thoughts on the trailer, and hit the notification bell to be the first to see my new content. Alright, y'all.